How's it smacking? We'll be streaming here live soon. I'm just messing with some wavelength stuff. But while we wait to start, just please listen to some music, hang out, chillax. Thank you all for being here, watching the stream. If you haven't already, click the like and subscribe. And yeah, catch y'all in a second. All right, guys, let's switch on over. What's up? Today we're gonna try to listen to some different music and hopefully not get a copyright strike on our streams. Right? So, video. This is great. Yeah, it is great, isn't it, Lightations? Welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you doing? Man, we got a lot of Niagara work to do today. A lot of tests, right? So I've created user parameters for my Niagara system that I have that is currently displaying, and I'll show you guys once the project loads. I'm first in using OBS. Are you streaming my stream, Lightation? Is that what, are you streaming my stream, bro? Because so, thank you. Misa appreciate you, sir. Also, thank you for being the first, my friend. As you can see, I'm making a bit of a change. We are now having ourselves a coffee instead of an energy drink. My arms, well, I won't particularly say, but I just started feeling weird. So I felt like, man, maybe I need to like stop using energy drinks so much. Now we're switching to coffee. Although I'd argue these Starbucks ones probably aren't as good, and I might want to make my own home brew. If anyone has a good recommendation for coffee, please let me know in the link, or not in the link. Let me know in the comment section of this video. Lightation says, can you quickly show me how to manage a broadcast and stream? Okay. Let's see here. So, no! I was listening to that. Now you guys gotta listen to ads. Lightations. Okay, Lightations. Oh, let me skip this. Alright, now we're back on program. Alright, so first thing you want to do is you want to go live. Once you go live, right? This will come up. You go to your stream. Typically, there'll be a button that says start a new stream. You name your title here. Edit all of this, and then you go into your OBS after you have your stream key, and then you put that into the stream, and then you start. That's typically how you manage, you know, Unless you're talking about on OBS. But it's relatively easy on YouTube. You just have to, you know, like I said, click here, select go live, typically give you a window where you can edit the information such as the description as well as the title of the stream and the category, I believe. After that, you select accept, and then you go into OBS, you upload your stream key, and you go and do all that. Maybe I'll make a video on it. Seeing how I get that question, I've gotten that question a lot. So, we'll see. But yeah, let's hop into the game. And try to get some Niagara systems working. So, as you can see here, we kind of started working on this last, Saturday? I just worked on it for a little bit. I wanted to get it implemented in, see if it was working correctly. We got it working correctly, but the primary issue is that we have to find a way to not only reverse the sprite when we're walking in different directions, but we also have to get it scaled and essentially positioned at the right place in the world. So I've never worked with Niagara systems, so you're gonna have to be a little patient with me here. But that's the plan for today. We're doing some FX stuff here on stream. If you're excited, click the like and subscribe button. It helps all the more, buddy. Oh my gosh. Is it the coffee? Or is it because he's just crazy? Probably just because I'm crazy, to be quite frank with you guys. And I'm a little excited to have different music. Oh my god, different music. I think we've been playing this playlist now for a while. Chill Hop Radio. Lidation says, thank you. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem at all. Yeah, I had to quickly get off of that because I saw like the stream URL and all that. And I was like, I don't know what other information can be excerpt from here. So I had to click it off, man. I don't think much about that stuff. I'm kind of a dumb guy. But with that being said, as you can see here, we have ourselves a sprite, but it's loading in the completely wrong area. It's loading down here. So this can be an indicator of two things. One, yeah, that's true. We need to find a way to center it here at its feet. So maybe we get the current floor and the capsule's half height. Chase says, hey dude. Hey Chase, welcome to the stream. How you doing this morning? How are you feeling? Lidation, say this in a high voice. Yippee! Yippee! Oh boy! Yippee! Ha! Ho! So right now we have this thing spawning like somewhere down here, and we need it right here. We have a capsule collider that apparently it's not showing right now. So maybe we get the half height, or I think they have a contact point here that we can get a hold of. Or we have the current floor, which I know is like a ray cast down, or they have like a little capsule right here. So maybe we get that and then do an offset and then just manually set it to this point. So we get our sprite here, and then it plays, you know, right here. Doing good. How are you, dude? I'm doing excellent, man. I woke up today. I said, I've been trying to go on my run now for months. I stopped running a while back, and it's primarily due to the project because I just, you know how it is. Like, you get obsessed with your project, and when you're not working on it, you get anxiety and stuff like that because you're like, oh, I could be doing more. So I haven't been running and taking care of myself like I should be. So I ran today. It was a good run. I did 1 mile instead of 2, and I'm looking to bring it up to 2 next week. So it's been a great day, man. I'm doing excellent. As long as I can just keep that momentum going, I'll be fine. But what about you, dude? How are you doing? You say good, but I want to hear the deets, man. The in-depth tutorial on how your life is doing today. Tell me about it. Yeah. Tell me about it. It is a very rough thing to do. I feel like that age-old imagery of a kid setting out on his own with nothing but a stick and one of those things with all the stuff in it. They put the stuff in it, they put it on their shoulder, you know. Light Dation says, I got very good news. That's good to hear. What's the good news? To be honest, haven't done much today. You know, man, honestly, some days deserve to not have much going on in them. I think it's important for people to take rests, but when you start getting like 3 months deep, you know, or a month deep even, then you gotta like pick yourself up out of it, because trust me, I've been taking a break from running for like months on end. I went to run my 1 mile today, and it just sucked because, you know, you get to that point where you run 2 miles, it's easy, it doesn't hurt your lungs, your legs aren't cramping anymore, and you're not like having any issues breathing. It's like I started from the beginning all over again. The good news is I got a ping tuber. A PNG tuber? What's a PNG tuber? We gotta look this up. PNG tuber. Oh, PNG tuber maker. PNG tuber. Oh, so you're gonna be like a image like this, and you're gonna be like, hey. Maybe I should do that for fun, one of these streams. I'd like to like keep coherent to the style of my game, but if I were to do that, people would probably think I'm a furry or something. And I don't got nothing against furries, but I'm personally not one, right? I identify as one thing, a Christian. And I don't think relating to an animal works there. But yeah, let's see what we can do here. We have ourselves some VFX in this Niagara system. And in the Niagara system, we have our... I mean, from a bit away, it looks good, right? On the screen, though, it doesn't look great at all. It looks chapped. Like, it's just... Now that I'm thinking about it, I might go grab a water really quick. But yeah, this is our Niagara system. We made this sprite sheet here using Houdini. Originally, it was like 33 by 33. I found out how to dial it down. I did change it to literally a 4 by 4. But I wanted there to be more of a pause in between each, you know, iteration of the loop. So obviously I added a little bit more. It looks like, the weird part is that it looks like it, I guess it's about this big. But yeah, we have about, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got about 10 in between frames. So what's your character going to be, Lightdation? What is your character going to be? Sorry, this feels good. And I want to add some like effects to them too. So hopefully we can get this running, because then I can start getting comfortable with the Niagara system and how to incorporate it. But yeah, we need to one. All right. So the task for the day is, if you notice, one, this is still here on this side, even though he's looking this way. This should be present on this side when he's looking that way, right? So one, we need to make sure the positioning of the sprite is good, depending on the direction that the player is looking. We need to change the scale. And we need to flip. So not only do we need to change the position of the entire, like where the sprite or the Niagara system is being displayed, but we also have to flip the UVs. So then instead of coming out this way, let's actually get another color for that. So instead of being like this, where it's shooting out to the right, it'll be shooting out to the left, right? So that's what I'm trying to accomplish today. And then we can focus on, you know, possibly making the effects a little bit cleaner, because I want it to be a lot more sharper. Right now it does look like a cloud. And being a stylized game, I want it to have, you know, a little bit more crisp and sharpness to it. I don't know if that is going to involve me using a higher resolution texture page or a sprite sheet or flipbook, whatever you want to call it, or if it's just gonna be something completely new. So if you're excited, please make sure to show that excitement by liking this video and subscribing to the channel, man. Oh boy, let's get started. Sorry, I'm a crackhead. And for some strange reason, God gave me the ability to do Mickey Mouse's voice semi-decently, so why not use it? Maybe Disney will hit me up like, hey, we need to get you on the Mouse House or whatever that show's called. Tell them $5 million for each session. You want my voice $5 million, Disney? You hear me? $5 million for each session. Plus, you got to pay for lunch and dinner, breakfast. You know what? No, if you give me $5 million, I'll pay for dinner and breakfast, man. But yeah, all right. So in this system, sorry, I got carried away a little bit. We have some user parameters. One is the sprite size and the sprite UV. This one in particularly here. This one, which is the red line, is going to be used obviously to flip the UV. This one's for the size, but as you notice, this is just for the scale, and we need to change the position. So we're going to have to make a variable in here to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here, I'm going to click this button and say make new, and then I'm actually going to put a vector in here. Vector 3D vector curve. Let's see, vector 4 array. Let's see in here particularly, because it could be that I just need to change. I apologize. Let's go here. Let's go player. Go ahead and open up this BP and check out the viewport. It could be that I could just, you know, change the location of this. But as you could see, we've changed the location. So let's put it all the way up here. That's interesting. Because we've changed that position. Nope. And now it's above him. Okay. That's good to know. Maybe we should make a socket of some sort that we can reference. But I feel like that's too many references. I guess first we can figure out a good size for this by playing around with some variables. Jesus. How long is this? This can't be that big. Almost 800. Anyways, let's make a U property. I'm gonna go ahead and make this a float. And let's go ahead and place this U property down here. Nazareth. Nazareth. You can go ahead and call me Paul. Nazareth or Rawl, one of the two, I don't care. But Nazareth Studios is primarily just the name of the studio. Bam, 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 bam. All right, so what we're gonna have to do is make a thing. So Niagara Systems. Just give myself. Honestly, I don't. That'll make it a description. We don't want that. So FX walk dust size. I'm imagining there'll be a lot. Excuse me. Bless me. I'm imagining there's going to be a lot of these, so I'm going to abbreviate by doing like FX size and then the particular, or honestly FX walking dust size. Nah, let's do size and then walking. If there's a naming convention that's better, if a VFX artist is in here right now that works in Unreal, if you know, then go ahead. Nazars, please look at what? What am I looking at? What are we looking at? Oh my gosh, Corey's always in here. Look at how talented this guy is, guys. Check this man out. Look at the constant work he's putting in. This is some really good hard surface modeling. This is really nice stuff. Granted, I think, well, he needs it to get these. But it looks like he could separate some things so he could get the same type. But it changes shape. He kind of has to have that for the circular motion. But this looks excellent. Yo, so everyone, if you want to go and share your stuff in the Discord, go ahead and join the Discord. Link is in the description of this live stream video. And, you know, make sure to post your stuff. Also, make sure to select a role. If you don't select a role here in these channels, specifically what you do, then you can't share in the work and tell. So make sure to let us know what you do before you go ahead and post in here. But also make sure to like and comment on other people's stuff, guys. Yeah. 88. Look at these guys. They're always trying to put in more numbers. Hey, Deucin Coralesia. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you. How is your day going? If you want to stay lurking, that's completely fine, but I would love to hear how your day's going. Anyways, one short lightations. Let's see. Let's go check out the short. Is it on your channel? I mean, it's got to be on your channel. Let's see, shorts. Oh, hey, the pink tuber. This is great. It is actually pretty cool, dude. I love this. You got to put a hat on him, though, man. He looks like Frosty. Dude, this is awesome. I love it. He needs a hat. Yeah, everyone goes. Go make sure to pay libations a visit. He's a young lad, but you know he's a pretty creative guy. So you know, go check out his stuff. That's pretty cool though. All right, let's get back on program. Oh man, that's actually hilarious. But yeah, let's go ahead, copy that, go into the CPP file. Let's go and paste that in there. Not lightations, darn it. This. Bam, 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 bam. And since I added a U property, I might have to, I mean, I didn't add a component via the C++, so I think I should be fine. But let's go ahead and check out in player. Oh, dude, I was a dummy butt. I think I might have done a dummy butt thing. Yeah, I put it in wall functions, Niagara variables. Niagara variables. Let's go ahead and recompile that. We make a bad mistake. What you working on? I'm working on currently some FX. I'm trying to get a feel for it. So if you don't know, Chase, last week we left off and I created a sprite sheet using, or a flipbook using Houdini. This is what that flipbook looks like, my friend. Boom. Right? This is the flipbook. So this is for whenever he's running, a little dust cloud is going to appear behind him. This is all just a work in progress, by the way, guys. This could change at any time. I'm not going to lie. I think I kind of want something a little bit sharper, but we'll find out. Anyways, so last week I created that using Houdini. And then on Saturday, I was able to upload it into a material, which I watched a video for. Right? And then we went ahead and put it into a Niagara VFX system. If I can just move this around. It's kind of finicky, guys. I'm not going to lie. Doesn't look too bad. Could look a little bit better. But yeah, I did this all in Houdini. I just made a mesh, morphed it, put it on the timeline so I could essentially just capture a, you know, frame by frame of it and put it in a flipbook. And it is cool. It is very cool. You know, I can help you make a ping tuber. What is your name? I don't know what it is. My name is Raleigh, but I like to go by Raw. And for some strange reason, when I tell people in real life my name, whenever I meet them again, they go, "Hi, Paul." So I just kind of took it as a sign. So, you know, my internet persona, as some would say, and you'll know if you're on Discord, right, is Polly G Raleigh, because I like, you know, One Piece. But I'm like, instead of the D, I'm chilling with the big G. You know, God, guys. The G-O-D. But yeah, anyways, we threw that in the Niagara system. We added it to the script. It's now here. right? And when we play, there's some things, well, you won't notice it now because we have to change the variable. So let's go ahead and do that. Bam, bam, ba-na-now, ba-na-now. Is the music playing all right, by the way, guys, or is it not loud enough? Bye. I need to sleep. All right, Lightations, you get a good night rest, my friend. Thank you for stopping by and showing me your PNG YouTuber, whatever it is. It looks absolutely great, man. I don't know. There's something really cool about it, but it's kind of funny. I don't want to sound mean, but I really do like it. But you got to put a hat on them, all right? So good night. I'll catch you tomorrow. Music is fine. Cool. Is it a little bit more vibey? I'm hoping I won't get a copyright strike on these. And I feel like it fits the theme of our streams, which is game development with game music. Anyways, so let's go ahead and change this. We're going to type in Niagara. I don't know. Let's do 50 just to test that. I think 50 is what it naturally is. Yeah, see it? Look at how small that is. Can you guys see that? You probably even can't see it. And by the way, let's do max. T.max. FPS 144. Yeah, we're going to have to recompile. I apologize, but I'm getting a ton of these errors here where it's like can't find a reference, and that typically means that you just have to stop and rerun the program. Boom, boom. I ain't gonna lie though, I think I need to just keep running because the running it's therapeutic, man. It really does help. So that's my call to you guys. Get outside and be a little bit physical, you know, maybe run for a little bit, go on a run, you know. I used to think to myself like, man, I don't got enough time to do runs. But I'm gonna tell you this, chat. I'm gonna tell you this. It only took me, like, for 1 mile, it took me 8 minutes. Right? It sounds crazy. You're like, wow, trust me. Like, for people out there who run, they're like, that sucks, dude. I could do that in 5 minutes, bro. And it's crazy to me because when you work out, you think, oh, that'll take 30 minutes at least. No, it takes like 8 minutes. You know, and if you do 2 miles, that's 16 minutes. I just use is valid when I get that message. Really? So what you're saying is that I need to have more gates or logic gates in my code. The only issue is that even if you have is valid, is it still able to get that reference? Regardless, if I do that though, that's going to be a lot of stuff that I have to go through and add that logic to. But it's probably better practice that I do it. But yeah, as you can see here, look at how small this guy is. Can you see it? It's right there by his toes. Let's get rid of that. Come back here, go to player. We're gonna pop this open. We're gonna pop, lock, and drop down this menu. Hop into the Niagara variable section. We're gonna boost this up to, I don't know what do you think, guys? 200? I'm thinking 200. We're gonna select compile, click play. Come on. Come on. And I think that's all right. Obviously, it's not playing in the correct area. The larger we make it, the more we offset it. So we're going to have to find a way to get the center of this sprite. I don't know. 250. Make it 2 million. Can you see it now? Don't tell me no. Because then I'll know you're lying to me. You just 250 million. It's just a giant dust cloud on the screen. He runs so fast that he does that. Honestly, that's, not a bad idea. Regardless, we're just doing this all in begin play at the moment. We activate the system just because I'm trying to get an idea of where it is, so I don't really mind if it's playing off track. So as an inclusion, let's go into Trello just so I can write these all down, so anyone dropping in, they know specifically what I'm doing. There's some cases where people will be like, yo, you got to do this, and I've been like, yeah, I have that plan. So let's kind of just nip that in the booty. And let's we don't even have a VFX thing. Walking cloud. First off, FX walking or kick up dust. I don't know what to call this. All right, let's go ahead and edit labels. We'll make it green or orange. Green. It's orange. We'll make it orange. Dude. FX, or I should just put VFX. Sorry. My brain is not functioning as it should. Kick up dust. So what we're gonna want to do is we're going to want to change to appropriate, if I spelled that right, position, depending on looking. We're also going to want to do something similar. Change or flip UV depending on the player's, I guess you could say, forward direction. Have you done any audio for the game yet? No, not yet. I'm not an SFX guy. So, you want to hear what my walking would be? Walk, 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 jump. Walk, 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 jump, jump, walk, 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 hit, bang. Although that would be funny to have in like a game jam game. But we want something a little bit more professional, so we'll see. Maybe I'll try to purchase some sounds, or I'll try to find someone who can do it. If any of you out there who do SFX like the idea of the project, want to help with the project, hit me up, join my Discord. Link is in the description of this video. Please make sure to contact me and let me know that that's what you do, and we can start a conversation real quick, because trust me, I'm in dire need of something. Chase Lee says LMAO. We talking about LMAO, the man? LMAFO? Was it something red and something blue? Forgot. I never really listened to them. I just remember that I work out. Which, funny enough, people would sing even when they weren't working out. It's kind of always annoying me. It's like, you can't sing that song if you don't actually work out. Nope, it's I'm working out. So one issue I'm having here is trying to get the center of the system. Like, that's really easy to do with the player because, all that stuff's in the capsule component. I guess I could get the scale and do it there. Hold up, I'm gonna plug my phone. I'm gonna plug my phone in. LMAO, as is laughing. True. I just thought I'd try to carry on the joke more, which obviously didn't work, so I apologize, guys. If maybe I need to get like, when we get emotes, I'm gonna get like a no stick that you guys can emote me, like no, like, you know, someone getting like hit on the head, like no, or Bible thump, you know, like just some guy holding the Bible and he's like smacking someone on the head. Call it the Bible thump, the no stick. Or we can use the cross, like we're trying, like someone, let's say someone in chat's like making everyone mad, they can use the cross to banish them. They're just like, it's just the guy holding a cross and some dude that's like, ah. I'm serious, dude. I do that sometimes with someone. I don't care, like if you're, you know, I'm still friends with people who aren't Christians, but sometimes they'll be saying something and I get like, I'm getting like kind of annoyed. I'm like, dude, don't make me pull out my Bible and start reading verses to you. And immediately they stop whatever they're doing to try to irritate me. But yeah, definitely. I like those. We're going to write those ideas down. Okay. All right. Actually, let's do this in server announcements, because I think this is something we should talk about, because I mean, we're only 275 or 74 away from 500, and that's when we get emotes. So I know we are about halfway there, but I want your opinions on some emotes. Ideas. No stick. Used to let me know I'm being dumb. I don't know. Bible thump. Use when, I don't know. I don't know how to describe these. Yeah. You're getting off topic, man. Stay on topic. You're a game developer. Don't talk about these things. But I got to, you know, this is important, okay? It's beneficial for all of us. The no stick would be used, you know, to indicate like I'm being dumb. Bible thump, what would that be used for? Used when, I don't know, someone is being unchristian and they need to stop. And then the crucifix used when you wish to banish someone. These all seem kind of mean. Like they all have a mean purpose. It's like one's to indicate I'm being stupid, the others to kind of like, I don't know. I think they have like a good purpose though. I don't know, but I think like the way I'm putting it makes it sound bad. It's just not communicating it well. Chase, you got to come up with some better descriptions for me, my friend. I feel like you're smarter when it comes to this stuff. Like you seem like a person who's really good at communicating with others, and I'm just not that, man. I've never been good at it. That's why I feel like I gotta like tip my toes when I say stuff, because I'm afraid I'll upset people. Sometimes I just don't say nothing at all. You know what? Actually, I will just clip that part. What is this? About 30 minutes in, I start saying that. I'm going to clip that. I'm going to make it a short. I'm going to put it on the thing, and then people can decide there. It'll be a good way to get engagement on YouTube. I think that's a good idea. We'll roll with that. But we haven't worked yet, so maybe I get to work. Stop. You know, Chase, you're just really, you know, getting me to not think about my work, man. It's all your fault, dude. I'm joking, by the way. I appreciate you guys for being here. Dealing with my shenanigans. He's just talking into the mic. But yeah. Okay. How are we going to get the center of the Niagara system? Let's go to Niagara, and we can always change this later down the road. Niagara system. Get scale. Get float. I mean, we already have the size, which is the walking dust. But when we say 250, what does that indicate? That's just the radius of the entire. So we can actually, let's look up math algorithms because I'm dumb. Nah, not my fault. It's YouTube's. Yeah, I agree. It's always YouTube's fault. You know? Darn Google. Google, you got to get your stuff straight, guys and gals. Let's see here. Snapping my fingers helps me think. All right. Yeah. How to get the center of a square using. What would you call the scale its radius? Because we don't have the width. With the width and height, it's just literally the width and height divided by 2, isn't it? That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to. Anyway, determine the size of draw 2 diagonal opposite. It's literally just both divided by 2, right? And then you get the center position of that. The only reason why I'm saying, guys, all right, hear me out here, is because we have well, let's see where this even starts at. I would just say XYZ or the colors. What do you mean the colors? How could that help? I'm curious. Oh, I mean, we could just transform the position. It's already at the center, right? But yeah, I don't know why. So we want to raise it up by its scale divided by 2, I think, on the Y. But we'd also want to move it because as it gets bigger, right, we want it to essentially grow out this way. We don't want it to grow like this because then, you know, let's say we were to do that, it'll just clip into the player. So we kind of want this to scale. Here, I'll draw another picture for you guys. That's how I think it's best for me to colors as in blue, red, and green. So you think true, because that could be considered a vector if we plug them in. Smart. Smart, see? Smart. Man. All right. You didn't give me the thing. So essentially what I'm getting at here is that right now we have this box, and I know it's a bad box. All right. Don't make fun of my bad box drawing. But if we scale it right now, it scales in all directions, which means I'm just doing this for individuals who maybe need the guidance. And honestly, it helps me too. So when I scale it, it's going to eventually clip into the player. And then instead of this playing right here, it'll play right here. So what I want to do is I want to scale it up and to the right. But I can't particularly do that. So what I can do is scale this and then move it to the left and up. Right? So when we scale it to the left and up, we get a diagonal, essentially diagonal. And then this will transform. What did I use? Green to indicate that. This will transform like this. Right? So no matter what. But then if we flip it, it's going to clip into the player like so. So we're going to have to find a way to switch it as well. So one, we'll have to have a function that figures out which direction the player is moving. And I might be just making this a lot harder for myself. And then after we do that, we can make a scale function. Which is relatively annoying because this is going to be something that's, I mean, I think it'll only be something I'll use for this particular instance. Which is all right, I guess. But I feel like when you just have one thing that you need to get done, there's no need to have like 3 or 4 different functions. You'll never know when it'll come in handy, right? But that's the premise. So how do you move it to the right? Well, you take the new scale, right? And then you divide that by 2. This is why I use blueprints. Don't make fun of my C++, okay? It's not my fault, man. Why? What in blueprints it's a little bit easier, you think? But like with a regular square, you could say this is 100 by 100. If we're moving on an XY coordinate, you know, you would just divide this, and then you can move the positions accordingly, because then that would essentially transform the center point to the new scale that you want to have, right? But in this, we just have one raw input, which is 250, and I would love to use the UV, but the UV is always going to return, was it 1, 1? Or, you know, from 0 to 1. Yeah, I don't know. And you get pretty colors. It's a lot easier with blueprints. But then but that's my thing. I'm a code guy, you know? That's what people love me for. Is I C++. People say it all the time. They come in, they say, "Wow, C++." Oh. And I feel like they do a little, like, you know, kind of a little shimmy, not a dance, but a shimmy, all right? I like feeling like I give somebody that shimmy. You know? The shimmy. We give them the shimmy. Wow. 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 No, we love you for your hat, obviously. Hey, there's greater things to me than this hat. But it's good to know that everyone has... I've become the hat guy. That's it. Hey, it's the hat guy. Now I just got to start wearing crazier hats. That'll get me the attention that I want, right? I'll start wearing different hats for different occasions. And be like, oh, he's mad today. He's wearing the hat. That's the mad hat. He only wears that hat when he's mad, chat. And we'll do it just like that. And it'll be no use because we'll make it rhythmic. Like I'm in a story made by Dr. Seuss. Make sure to click that like and subscribe button, guys. Maybe Judah needs a hat. Dude, he's got a hat, bro. He's got a big old fat hoodie on his head. See this hoodie? That's what hides the goodies, because that's his mane, man. Everyone knows that lions are known for their mane, and that's what he hides his mane in there. But yeah, so what is the scale? How to get... Is scale literally just the width and height added together? Students measure the size of the image and divide the physical size by the image size to determine the scale factor. But how do people, like, how do you function? How do you add scale into the mix? Like, I'm trying to backwards trace so I can do this thing. I want to divide the width and the height to get a position that would allow me to move this in the area that it needs to go. Scale is just width, I think. Really? Maybe. So you're just changing the width, and then essentially it sets the height to that as well. So what I need to do is make a function. Let's just test this, right, guys? Let's test this. All right. Let's make a function in here. There's got to be a better place to do this so it's not like, look at this. I'm starting to feel claustrophobic in this header file, man. Starting to feel all forms of claustrophobia. I'm going to be like screaming here soon. Ah, get me out! Ah. So in here, which direction the player is going, we don't want to handle that. Scale, Niagara, or move, Niagara, sprite based on scale. Now, isn't that a long, self-explanatory, long self-explaining function name? Right, guys? It really gets to the point. Move Niagara sprite based on scale. Let's put system here. It's based on sprite scale. And then just we turn this into an entire sentence. This is what I'm getting at. I need to fix this stuff. I mean, is this... Let me know in the comments section or in the live chat if you're here now. If you're watching this in the past, let me know in the comments section. Do you think this name is too long? Have you heard of the new input system for Unreal? There's a new input system for the Unreal? Because I'm already using the new one. Ignacio Trincado. Hello, Ignacio. Sorry if I butchered your name. How's it going, my friend? Welcome to the channel. How are you feeling today? But yeah, let's go ahead and let's create a definition. Oh my God, this is the exciting part. Cue in the action music. I can't think and write and make music at the same time. Not new, just the enhanced one. Yeah, I used the enhanced one. We are currently using the enhanced input. right? I got all the things already. In fact, I was actually thinking about making this because how to handle it, particularly for the phone, it's a little hard to find. And in fact, I had to figure it out on my own. But there's some things that you have to do when you're setting up behaviors and stuff to get things functioning correctly. Especially for like if you want to take into consideration like moving or tilting the screen. It makes blueprints so much easier. Yeah, it was really... So I come from Unity, and I've always used like the default system where you just set it, and that's kind of it. Or you make like a variable that a player could change in game, and then that'll set it. So it was a little weird for me to figure out first, but you know, it works great now. And you're saying it makes blueprints so much easier? How so? Just more coherent. It's easier to move around and work with. But yeah, let's write this function. And in here, we want to make a float. Actually, we already have this scale, but we're gonna want a float. What should we call this? New offset equals the fx underscore size walking dust divided by 2. Right? Because divide width by 2. And then essentially we're going to move in the X and Y position by the new offset. Because theoretically, that's what I'm thinking with my dumb brain. Yeah, remember, guys, I got a little bit past calculus, but it was a struggle for me. Right? Which is why I like this. Because it really helps you to appreciate math and understand why it's so important. Because you can just do cool stuff with it. Stuff like sprint, crouch, and jump just needs 3 blueprints. And if you want to toggle, hold, and release, or just hold, just add the modifier. True. It does make it a lot more easier to work with beforehand. You had to create a bunch of functions to do that. At least I did on Unity. And it could just be because I'm dumb and I don't know a better way, but that's how I'd handle it in the past. So let's go ahead and make a new vector 3. Obviously, this needs to be an F vector. F vector 3D. It's just an F vector, guys. I lied. I don't know where my brain's at. This always happens when I'm working with 2D, and then because it's Niagara system, so I'm thinking from a 2D perspective. But since we're moving it in a relative sense to the object here, it's 3D. So my event graph is so small now, dude. Are you flexing how small your event graph is? Look how we have evolved as a society. Like, men naturally used to be like, look how big this thing is, you know, like it was all about being big. Now it's all about being small, and it fits in the palm of your hands, and there's a small blueprint. It's funny how things have changed for humanity. Yes, I am. Or are you gonna flex by posting it in the Discord? Because if you want to, that would make a good segue into the next topic of discussion that I talk about a whole lot, and it probably gets annoying at this point. But if you're new to the channel, you haven't joined the Discord, please make sure to join the Discord by following the link in the description. We do stuff in here like talk, count to 1,000, and post our stuff. So if you like that type of stuff, make sure to join the Discord today, and as well as select a role so you can do all the things. Thank you. I'll go grab a pic of the graph. Thank you. There's got to be like something in here for that. Like, are you flexing about your graph size? And honestly, that is pretty much a big thing now, though. I've seen like dudes where they'll be like, "Oh, okay, well I'm doing," and they'll post something. They got all these like wires everywhere, and I'm like, "Oh, I don't know what you're doing. Why is everything so disproportionate to everything else?" Small the better. Yeah, smaller the better. Yeah, that's so funny for us to say, is man, the smaller the better. I know it's probably an inappropriate subject, so I apologize. I retract that statement. I'm falling a little bit back. Let's focus on the game. Let's see here. New position. I don't know. It's a local, don't matter. And we're going to make this a F vector. And we're going to, one, change the width and height. But yeah, it's going to just be on the X and Y. So we're going to have to get the system, Niagara system dot get relative location, right? Dot X, or not dot X. We're going to put dot Y because that's literally the only thing that we're going to have. And then we're going to place, no, because we want to add, we'll have to change this later because we have to take into consideration here where the player is looking, right? So we'll obviously put a parameter in here and that'll affect these. But for now, I'm just testing the system to see if this is how we should go about doing it. That's not what she said. That isn't what she said. Or who knows, maybe she did. But yeah, let's see here. I'm supposed to be a mature person, but I really am not. My fiance was talking to me about that the other day. She's like, "You need to grow up." And I was like, growing up sucks. I hate being grown up. You start talking like a robot. "Hello, sir. How was your day today?" "It was good. I had a great time." "What did you do at work?" "I worked." And then they usually get you with the, "Are you working? Are you working hard or hardly working?" And then they all laugh. And it's like, Jesus. Why does everyone say this thing? Are we not unique anymore? Mature, I think not. Exactly. Maturity is just it's a bias, bro. It's a bias. All right. Enough talk. FX. So we want to get actually the size here, or the location. And we want to say plus the FX underscore size walking dust. And then we want to carry this over to the Z. I feel like this is a good song to have a silly conversation to, Chase. What do you think? And then all we're going to do is take the Niagara system. We're going to set the local or relative, set relative location, and our new location is going to be this new position. Oh, I forgot. You can make this one constant. It's constant, guys. Everything's constant. So some things we're going to have to take into consideration here. Don't run every frame. Right? That's a big no-go, as well as change to include direction of player. And yeah. I think in here we can also handle the UVs. We'll change the name too because it's a little bit too big. I agree. Yeah, I do. Very funny song to have a funny conversation too. Yes, we'll open up everything. So let's go ahead now that we have that done. We'll do that in begin play. Begin play. And we're going to do this. Move Niagara system. Ba. So we're scaling it here. We'll scale it probably in there just to keep everything together. But let's go ahead and do that. Let's compile and check it out. Let's see if we made any huge changes to the thing. So, doesn't look like it worked, like, at all. I mean, at least it's upwards now. We know that the Z is working. The X is working a little bit as well too, but the Z is way too high. This is displaying. I'm not taking into consideration that this Niagara system is playing in the center here, right? It's playing in the center, and we're basing it off of this point here. So we're not going to want to move it fully, right? We're going to want to move it by a third or 1/3 of the way of this. So really we want this position. There's probably a way better way to do this, and I'm dumb guy. So if you know a better way, please let me know. But I am just figuring out Niagara system altogether. But yeah, so we're currently measuring it by, like, you know, and we're moving it to the center here. Yes, yes, it's called blueprints. Did you post that picture? Or did you just, yeah, look at you. You're just trying to post a higher number than me. You're challenging me. I get it. Look at that. Oh, no, I messed it up. 9-1. 9-11. 9-1. Imagine once we get to 91K, or once we get to 1,000, I actually hit 1,000 subs. Like, no joke, guys. I'm being serious. If I hit 1,000 in like 2 months, I'll shave my head. But that's about as much as I'll do. I'll shave my head. Not yet. Unreal taking its time to load. Man, you got a big project if it's taking a long time to load. But yeah, we want we don't want it in the center. We actually want it here. So, you know, we want it 1/3 of the way. So actually what we would do is take whatever this size is and then divide that by 2 to get here, right? We want this. We would divide whatever number we got from this by 2 to get this. You probably wear it and then get that as well. Probably not, though. I know simple maths because I'm a simple man. Famous last words. Everyone always has famous last words. You could say that to anything. I'm gonna take a poop. Famous last words. Just makes someone extra cautious about using the bathroom for no reason. Just start adding that to everything. I think I'm gonna have a cup of water. Famous last words. It's like the phrase, watch your back. Like, I remember playing World of Warcraft when I was a kid. I used to get really mad because every time you talked to the orcs, they would always go, watch your back. And I'd be like, why? Why do I need to watch my back? Who's behind? Do you know if there's someone after me? Because if you know, you should tell me right now. Because I don't want to watch my back. Who wants to do that for the rest of their life? Watch their back. It's one of those phrases, you know, gets me edged up. Turn into an edgelord. Move Niagara system based on sprite. So one, it looks like if we play, this is just, look. It's moving it to the center of the player. It's moving it about right here. And it was like under here. So I guess it's working in a sense, but we know for a fact that that sprite plays at the bottom half of it. Me and people who use blueprints are always able to watch our backs. I know, because you get blueprints. You get it, blueprints are the best. Well, you can debug your blueprints, so I can't say that. But how does that make you feel hearing that noise? Probably a little uncomfortable. And if you're wondering why I did it, that's why. Click the like and subscribe button. Pay attention to my shenanigans and join this wacky, crazy adventure in the development of Judah and Friends. I'm on the on like the devlogs, I'm gonna start like grabbing from old influences. You know, like Dragon Ball Z. On the last adventure of Judah and Friends. Development process. Isn't it running dust? Why are you moving? So verminology, I'm trying, so like I said, I'm dumb, right? So originally it starts out like right over here. I think I even had a picture. But essentially we had a square. We were scaling the square, but because we're scaling it, it's moving in, you know, all four directions. And what I'm trying to do, right, is essentially move the square so it just moves in this direction. So the idea is that we take the scale of the essentially the image, and then we move, right? We move the Niagara system based off of that. So if we divide this, at least this is the idea. You could tell me if I'm wrong. Scale, you know, and from what I know, scale is essentially the width. That's what Chase said. So if I'm wrong, blame him. Blame Chase. Everyone blame Chase. Joking, by the way. But yeah, so essentially we're moving it to the center. If we divide these by 2, divide these by 2, you know, make a vector with, you know, the size y. Size moves, or y is moving this way. This way, we're moving on the x and z axis, or axes, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that's the general idea. So the premise is that entirely. And it's not working right because, like I said, I'm stupid. No, it wasn't me. Dude, stop. Stop lying. It's Chase's fault. Joke's on you. I didn't even hear it. Whenever Chase is here, we're having a good time, man. But yeah, what would you suggest I do, Verminology? And by the way, thanks for joining the stream. Thank you for being here. So yeah, we take that offset, the new offset, which is essentially just the scale that we're setting the Niagara system sprite to. And maybe that's where we're making a mistake. Is because I wonder if the scale, let's actually try something here. Before I go ahead and do all this, I don't know how these systems interact with one another. I don't know if by changing the scale of the image, because I'm not just changing the overall scale of the system itself. I'm changing begin play. I'm changing the sprite size, which is a user parameter in here that's used to change the sprite size. But an initial particle, whatever. Where is it? Regardless, it's somewhere in here. No, it wasn't me. Thank you, dude. No problem, man. It's always fun having you in here. I appreciate you. I'm just trying to find where my dumb butt places. Yeah, sprite size. So we have the uniform size. So I don't know if by changing this, if we're changing the actual scale of the Niagara system in the player viewport. So I'm going to go ahead and test that. Move Niagara. I'm going to do that by just, I don't know, float. And I'm going to just test scale. I'll debug this. Equals the Niagara system dot get relative size. I guess we should get a F vector. Added the pick. Let's check it out real quick. Oh man, that does look smooth. Look at that. There's so little going on, but so much happening at the same time. Rick Torres. Get that, chat? We got a leak into the game. There's a character named Rick Torres. Let it be known, okay? Right here. If you're following Chase, that's his character's name, Rick Torres. Right here, big circle. Big leak here, chat. Rick Torres. I got you, Chase, bro. I got you, bro. No, I'm joking. You probably don't care. Just trying to cause drama wherever I can. Little me. But yeah, there's a lot of talent in here. So if you're in a part of the Discord community, make sure to check it out. Chase is working on a game. Stephen Christie is working on a game, and it's starting to look fabulous. He's got multiplayer currently going on with some UI elements as well. Hot bars. Looks like maybe an inventory system. But yeah. Added the pick. So let's go ahead and test this out. I'm gonna debug it. Compile. Run the code. Run the code. It's 11:20 already. Look at my shenanigans. Come on. Are you not? Is it not even playing? Wow. Oh my gosh, I gotta do this. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Stop and rerun. Do you want more leaks? Are you gonna send me a freaking picture of the vegetable leak? Because if you're gonna do that, dude, you better post it in the meme channel, okay? When they ask for leaks, give it to them. Just put leaks there. You trying to get me with the good old leeks? I think leeks is a vegetable, isn't it? Yeah, leek. When they ask for the leeks, give it to them, bro. I've never had leek. It looks like a green onion. 6 assets were open during the last. Would you like to open them? Come on, dude. Why are you playing with my feelings? My feelings, yeah. Yeah, we're moving it, her. It should be happening, her. I guess I need to just log it out. I don't know. Move, not moob. Niagara. The next one. I guess we just UE underscore log. Log temp. Warning. And then we'll do a big old fat text here. X. Y. Z. I don't know. I don't care. I mean, I do care, but yeah. Dude, you were gonna do that, weren't you, Chase? You were gonna post leaks, huh? Oh no, he was actual leaks. Let's see what we can get from this. Cannot sprint, dude. You cannot sprint in the game. But you can only sprint forward. You can jump in the game. You can crouch. And you have chat. Chat right here. He tries to hide it in this next pic, chat, but check it out. Look. Right? I'm going to show you an important picture here. This is the most important thing. What does that say, guys? Battery. It's official, guys. There's going to be a battery. Just one single battery in the game. Not multiple batteries. Just one singular battery. I sent you a couple pics. Oh, you're being so naughty. You shouldn't be doing that, Chase. Sending all those leaks. But yeah, let's go ahead. And I'll try not to be goofy for just an instance of my life, maybe. I'm glad you're having a good time. That's why I do these streams, right? That's why I do them. Because I like to see people watch me fail miserably at what I'm trying to do. It's not even logging them out. Oh, I mean, it does just run once, so. Yeah. It's 111. What is it prior? What is it prior to all this, though? After. We're going to do after, and then we'll do this. And then we'll go up here to begin play. The stupid, silly things I do just to figure out all the intricate happenings behind. We're going to go before. I think I don't know how to spell before. Oh my God. He's looking extra dumb today, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. If you ever feel stupid, just show up to my stream. You'll feel a lot better about yourself. All right? Make sure to click the like and subscribe button. Why does it want to show in... It's probably because I got to put it here. Such a bad game developer. Relative scale 3D dot x dot x x. What the heck? Not set, get relative, not location, get relative scale. Why is my brain so bad today, guys? It's probably because I'm thinking about the leaks. Darn you, Chase. Darn you and the leaks. Got another leak coming. If it's an actual picture of a leak. Oh, no. Dude, we know what the battery's for now, guys. It's for this. Come on. Yeah. No. Right here. So not only do we see it's for the flashlight, guys, but you remember how I said Rick Torres was the main character? Well, check it out here. This is actually confirming that fact. Rick Torres. Rick. I mean, I guess Raleigh's hat. What is this? What What? Dude, I'm in his game. Why am I next to Poo Poo? My dog isn't in here right now. So Rick Torres has an unlockable item. It's my hat, guys. So, you know, maybe I'm just Rick Torres. Maybe Rick Torres and me are the same, but you have to change. My initials are RJ, so you'd have to name him Rick Joret. Not Pick Torres. Rick Jorez. Right? Jorez. Okay. Maybe. Yeah, who knows? This hat, nobody knows. They're like, why do I have this hat that says, who's this Raleigh guy? Dude, also, big scans, mega scans. We have mega scans that have been confirmed. So make sure to check that out too. I'm still a little offended that he put it next to Poo Poo. It could be anywhere else, right? It could be literally anywhere else. Why do you have to put me next to the Poo Poo folder, okay? You're not gonna put me in there, are you? I don't want to be in the Poo Poo folder. What else can I show? Chase, you better stop this shenanigans right now. You know, although I will say that it's quite interesting that you're making a horror game where you get chased and your name's Chase. It's like you were born to do it. Maybe you're the monster and you're chasing after a guy named Lee, so then you can just call the title of the game your name, Chase Lee. And that's the object of the game. You chase a guy named Lee. But then you make it more intense, right? Because the guy you're chasing isn't any ordinary Lee. Okay, hear me out, guys. It's Bruce Lee, right? And that opens up a whole nother can of worms. Because you know Bruce Lee was a substantial human being with a physical prowess. Write this down. You should, man. What? Like you're trying to chase him and get him, but you're also being careful because it's kind of like, it's like a horror game mix, you know? Because once you get him, you don't know if he's going to actually get you. I'm just saying, man. Chase Lee. Bruce Lee. Wow! Honestly, I love Bruce Lee. He's one of the reasons why I'm so into like martial arts films, like and even like Jackie Chan, like all of his old films, like Drunken Fist. Dude, love Drunken Fist. Drunken Monkey Style is my thing. I used to practice it when I used to drink. Now I just look stupid when I did it. I used to think I looked cool too. I was like, dude, I look so cool right now, until my friend pointed out that I look dumb, and I was like, dog, why you gotta ruin it? Okay. I was on to something good. But yeah, okay, let's figure out if we can actually make this work. Like I said, there's been too much shenanigans going on. I guess we could say the stream's a little bit more interesting today. Although there's probably not much going to get done. I'll be working on this afterwards, though, so. All right, now that we have the data. Before it's one, after it's one. So changing the size of the actual sprite is not the same as changing the overall scale of the system in the viewport, or the component, I should say. All that just to find that out. So that's why, one, it's not working. Is there any way to like get a cross reference? Maybe we need to look up some Niagara systems. Or maybe... Yeah, floating, embers, Niagara dust. It's like, how do you get this thing to follow or to like to burst from your feet? I would. Hey, check it out, guys. We're right here at the top of the list. But I guess that's because it's for you. So if I'm not on your screen, guys, you know you need to click that subscribe button, right? You're missing on some good quality entertainment here. I mean, well, come on, look at me. I look funny. I'm kind of funny. What's the third thing? I know how to game dev, kind of. Right? But yeah, there's got to be something. Look how serious I look. I look kind of drunk. I'm like... Niagara walking effects. UV5. I like how they give me this big old long thing, and it's like, I don't want it to be that long. Blocks, vision, distance field, state machine. Dude, look how cool that looks. But the thing is, how do you do that? How do you do that? Look at that. Look at that. The flower walk. Yeah, there's got to be something here. You know, and it's a little bit easier, in my opinion, when you're using, you know, a mesh that's just... Because then you could just get literally the contact point of the IK, or you could have some type of, you know, thing that detects when you're... It's probably something in the Niagara system that you can use. Let's see, Niagara tutorial. Tentacles. I don't want to do tentacles, man. I want to spawn this thing at the foot of the player. Maybe we do something like this. I like this. Make it more stylized. Okay, last leak we can work. Okay. Chat, we're about to have another leak. Okay. I don't see it. By the way, if you want to join the echo. Look at this guy. I think it's so cool. Dude. Yo, guys, you can focus in the game. Which, honestly, I wish I had in real life. Because I have such a hard time trying to focus. And there's a dirt room. And a sinister whistle. Let's see what else we got here. I don't know. I think there's something hidden in here somewhere. Content. Oh, look, he hid everything. He's so smooth. Let's see. Manny, crouch. Okay. What can we find? Oh. Dude, Rick Torres, and we have a bridge. It's confirmed, chat. We have a bridge. There's going to be a bridge that you can walk over, and I think that's a level. That is definitely a level. And as well as that, we look to be having Rick. He blends into spaces. Check this out. All right. Let's actually cue the music a little bit. All right. But I want you, like, people are thinking, oh, it's blend space. No. So one of Rick's main abilities is that he's going, check it out. He's going to be able to blend into spaces, blend space. So Rick is going to blend in space, right? But this might be false. So I don't know. Maybe he's working on it, chat. Maybe he's not. But I really think we're going to have some chameleon style type of gameplay here in the game. I'm just looking for my hat, though. Where's my hat? I want to see it. It'd be dope if you had it right here. I'd be like, bro, the hat. All right, no more leaks, dude. Already getting through. Well, yeah, I mean, you got blend space right there. And that's a BS crawl. So it better be nice. It better not be baloney stuff, dude. You can clear your focus on command. So when you attack, do you have to wait to attack? Or do you have to wait after the attack? I don't know, chat. Raleigh hats, batteries, and other things aside, I think I'm really interested in blending in that might be actually an interesting mechanic. Blend in. Roll on the wall. I still think you need to make a game about chasing Bruce Lee. I'll be real with you. Who said the player was attacking? Are you telling me like the whole... I mean, if you think about it, the mannequin is kind of scary. So maybe that's the enemy, is the mannequin. We're all fighting that mannequin in ourself that wants to be present for everyone and look pleasant, you know? Trying to put on this style. We're a mannequin. I'm going to go run and ran. I'm going to go ran and grab a water, guys. For more hillbilly times, make sure to stick around and hit that like button and the subscribe button because it really helps here in the channel, okay? I'll catch you in a bit. I'm going to go downstairs and ran and get me a water. Mannequin. He's lying, chat. He's obviously lying. That is going to be the main enemy of the game. I want you to all remember that. And he's probably going to give him a Raleigh hat, so I don't know. Better write these down. Yeah, man, I'm just like this. I'm just this awesome source for ideas, guys. Yeah, I don't mean to be, obnoxious, but this is how it is. The whole entire, Mario game? I made up that idea when I was, 3.5. No, I'm joking. Okay, so we're really gonna have to dial down and figure out how the Niagara system, how we can play with it and maneuver it. We know that we can set user preferences that can change aspects in here by setting them in code wherever we decide to use a system at. But we need to figure out where all your problems can be fixed if you use blueprints, dude. You're probably right. All right. Let's say you're right. Okay, I got Niagara system in here. At the event begin play, you know. Then I have to, like, I got this test. What is this for? It's 0. Am I even using this? Is there any way to see where I'm using this? Can I, like, click a button that takes me to all the times I've used it? Oh, I probably can't. Because blueprints are so much better, right? So that's, I don't know, float parameter. I mean, it would be nicer if I could just have the names in here. Rename. Let's see. He's kind of converted me, chat, so we're gonna have to find out what's crack-a-lacking in here. Player get reference to shelf. And then I made this a U property, so what is it called? FX underscore size walking dust, but I can't set because I didn't make it editable everywhere. Or blueprint read and write. Should be fine. Right click on the variable, maybe. Should be a fine. Right click on the variable. Duplicate, copy, find reference. No results found. Okay. All right, I will try to use blueprints a little bit more, guys. Okay. It's obvious that everybody wants to see that more. They want to see some BPs. They want some clean BPs. Let's see here. Where did I put the Niagara system? We have that. And then we have a float down here. And I'm just going to do this because that kind of helps me. Blueprint. Read and write. I mean, I guess we really just want to get VFX or FX. And I guess we would just set this here, right? You guys write 1,000-word lines of code while all I have to do is a few clicks. You know, the code feels good though, okay? I think Steve would understand. The rule I use is if I'm doing it every frame, it's better to be in code, but if I'm doing it in response to a periodic action, blueprint is fine. Okay. I know a lot of people like watch videos on this stuff. Have you watched a video that kind of led you to that ideology, Steve? All right, so we got to go back in code. We got to go back in the code. And get rid of all this. Because we're doing it in the blueprints now, so Chase will leave me alone and stop bullying me. Quick tip, keep your event graph organized. Dude, my event graph is so organized. I mean, look at how organized and beautiful this is. You see that event tick right here? Watch. I'm going to do the most organized thing you can do. Event tick. Now everyone knows. They got double the information. So they're like, yeah, that's really the event tick, you know? Here, I'm like, oh, what am I doing? Looks like I'm setting up some stuff. Is in contact with the wall. This is for a wall check that I have. Because on my, I have this, so it's for this, and that's particularly to set that there. And then here, this is all for the motion graph. So I'll just comment this and call it vaulting system. This still needs to get worked on, guys, because the vaulting's garbage at the moment. But let's go ahead and just go here to the begin play, you know, and work on it here. And before I do that, let's make sure that we system active or activate. That doesn't look like the thing. Activate. Set auto activate. No. Active. Ow! Oh, I'm already being punished for not using it. What is it? Niagara systems. Let's go back in time. Activate system. Activate system. I guess it is just activate. I don't know, but it just has reset. And I could have sworn there was a thing that said like activate, but what do I know? I'm just a stupid guy. First of all, we're gonna want to, can I like grab this? Not, can I? Oh, I can. Okay. And then I can go like that. And then, dude, look at that code or that blueprint. Since you pick up organized, oh, are you trying to educate me on being organized? Oh my, enhancing pushing me. I'm Chase Lee. I got the best systems in events. Oh, you actually named them events. Okay, I dig it. Can I change the? I can change the color. Okay, but I feel like green's a better color for vaulting. I don't know why. I just do. This kind of makes me mad, so I'm gonna do this. Why can't it take two? So we're gonna go ahead and set this to this, compile that, and see if it does the same thing. It didn't do it. Didn't do the thing. Why didn't it do the thing though? Oh, I gotta restart it. And it's probably because I made this down here. I just want it blueprint read only. We'll compile it, rerun it, and then, you know, yeah, just move on with the shenanigans. And again, stop and rerun. Boom, boom, boom. Use us blueprint users. If we compile and there's a problem, it will send us to the exact PP that's wrong. You know, that only happens when you do stuff in code and you make a major change, like change a function that is being used in blueprints. You have to restart the entire thing to refresh it so the blueprints can update. Duh. Someone please educate this guy on proper C++, the blueprint workflow etiquette. God. I'm joking, by the way. And the only reason why I got so slow, because this song has got like that vibe to it, you know, it's like, wow. Okay, so let's try again and see. Oh, it still didn't change. That's interesting. that it's not changing. It changed fine. And it's not there. Didn't I compile it last time? What happened? I lost all... Oh, I didn't save the changes. And not the compile and save. No, I'm joking. It's no big deal. I'm just being dramatic for what I hope to be funny effect. Activate. Let's go ahead and activate this system, which I probably don't even have to do because it looks like it's already active. So we're gonna go ahead and activate the system. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're going to set float parameter. We're going to set it to the sprite size, rename. And from here, we're going to get fx. The only thing I'm having an issue with is I can't get the FX. Let's see if this is even a thing. Niagara variables. Yeah, walk dust. Walk dust. Nope. What did I change in here to make it not work? Did it... I have it as edit anywhere. Okay, that's because of that, not because of whatever it was. I think read only should be fine, right? Whatever. But now that I did that, it's gonna... Oh, you gotta restart everything again. Yeah, now I have to restart. I think you need Matt Asplan. Asplan? Who's Matt Asplan? Matt Asplan. Matt Asplan. And let me guess, I didn't save. Who's that? Are they some great Unreal educator? Hey, it's Ria. Everybody say hello, Ria. How you doing today? Get FX. Yeah, it's not coming up now. That's so weird. When we have get FX system asset. Oh, it's because I gotta get a reference to self. That's where it is. I'm dumb. Get... Who knows? Maybe I'll have to rewrite and all that. Congratulations! You've received 100 messages today. Get FX or activate, sorry. Set float parameter, no. Set float parameter. And now we have a working system. It's been a good day, just busy. How's it going? It's going great. Chase has been bullying me this whole time, and I really think you should tell him to stop being mean. Sorry, I couldn't think of anything, so I tried to grab something. I only say it because I know you're a madre. And that's good to see that your day is going great. Right now, we're trying to work on the walking. What do you mean? Sometimes I don't even know what I mean, man. I just have one of those brains where sometimes I just say stuff. It's entertaining to some, but annoying to others. So I'm happy it seems like it's funny to you guys. So just to give you an update, Ria, we're working on the VFX because I want to kind of get introduced to Niagara, the system, the workflow between Houdini and this system, or even just using, Niagara itself to produce the VFX. With that being said, we made this, right? And this is a little dust particle that should spawn behind the player every time his feet touch the ground and he's running. And Chase bullied me into start using BPs, and Steven joined in. Shame on you guys. Oh yeah, and he gave us a ton of leaks. Apparently he has a Raleigh hat in the game. Where's my copyright abilities? Like, come on, dude. Do I at least get a penny for my hat? A penny for the hat? Yeah, it's been a fun stream. We've been laughing, joking, having a good time. Talking about how humanity has gone from wanting these huge things to being like, dude, look at how small my microprocessor is. It's funny stuff. Go ahead, rename, copy, get rid of that, go over here, post this, and let's see if that works now. It still doesn't work. What is going on? Let's see. Sprite size. Am I like... target is audio parameter. So let's set float parameter. There we go. There we go. And now we have appropriate side. Looks like you need Matt. I don't need Matt. Matt needs me. Imagine Matt's this like huge guy that I don't know about, and he looks at this and he's like, "You're right, I do need you." Not what she said. Yeah, no, that was a good point. It's been a fun stream so far, though. So thank you guys for being here. If it wasn't for y'all, I'd just be sitting here getting cranky because I'm like, why isn't the thing shedding the thing? Yeah, it's been an excellent stream. It has been an excellent one. And I'm hoping by the new playlist that we don't get copyright strike, you know? And I feel like it's a little bit more on theme, you know, more gamey. Da, 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 da. Right? So, now that we're things in the thing, we need to figure out how to spawn the system or change or move it to the contact points. I'm thinking, obviously, we'll need a reference, probably, I don't know, to the mesh. It's not like we have anything that really contact. Let's look at floor. We definitely need to have a raycast if we're going to do it like this, which I really don't want to do. It sounds like a whole lot just to get this done. And there's not an easy, like, no one has like a tutorial on particularly spawning this in the right area and doing all that. So it's kind of hard to figure out the best method to go about this. So we'll probably have to come up with some rinky-dink method ourselves. and then turn that into a tutorial video that all the poor individuals on the planet will turn into, because as you saw, there's nothing on it. Maybe then we'll get our big answer from somewhere. But anyways, let's go ahead. Now that we know we can change the size. My original idea, right, is to and we're gonna hit F8. So right now, just to give everyone kind of a rope into what I'm thinking, we go like this, right? Right now we have this here. This needs to go up to ground level. And obviously this is probably a little bit more like this, right? So we need this to move up, and we need to bring it in about 1/3 of the way of whatever this is. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'm thinking maybe I should just personally shift over this in Houdini and capture it so this is right here, so I don't really have to worry about that. But this is going to be very interesting. I think it's more beneficial for time reasons to just make like a poof of clouds. You know, something very similar to the likes of this. Simple drag and drop. Never gonna go there. I like these little. So it looks like they have different types of swirly whirlies, and then they have one without the swirly whirlies. Can't you adjust the location of the emitter? Yeah, I can, but it's hard to figure out how specifically I can do that. And that's because for my particular situation, the center of this, right, I could move it up, but I'm thinking of moving it up by the size, because originally it's right here, right? So if I change the scale, it moves in all 4 directions. I'm trying to get it to move like this, so we're always on point, and then maybe shift it over to the left a little bit. So this point right here is flush with the back of his foot. Obviously we could flip this and change it depending on the offset, but it feels like it should be, I don't know why, I just have this like weird feeling that this should be a lot more easier than I'm making it out to be. Right? There's just a feeling I have, like this is probably a lot easier than I'm thinking. I would just attach it to the bottom rear of the player's capsule with an offset and then toggle it based on the velocity of the player. Interesting. So you're saying essentially in the viewport, make it a child instead of the mesh, make it a child of the capsule component and then base it off of the velocity. And that's what would change it. The idea for the velocity is to, you know, essentially what I was going to do is normalize the velocity to get, you know, either -1 or +1, and then multiply the X value of this to that so it can flip. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm having a bit of a hard time wrapping my head around this. I'm ashamed to say, but I am. So you're saying attach it, make it a child of this instead of the mesh. And then, okay, I think, so you're saying All right, thank you. I think this actually, it just dawned on me, and it's going to help a lot. So you're saying have it here, because we already know that this has an offset, like, of this, right? So you're saying essentially get the size that I want, which will probably be right here, and then it would just flip this depending on which way the player's velocity is going. Okay, that makes a whole lot more sense than what I was actually doing. Let's see, can I change the view perspective? We'll do right. And if I have to make minor offset adjustments, I can. Terminology says yes, exactly, yeah. That makes a whole lot of sense, honestly. I don't know why I was thinking anything different. So let's just kind of work in BPs, because I don't want Chase to bully me again. I use both, Chase. Yeah, I still need to learn when I should use code and when I should use BPs instead. That's like the big thing that I'm trying to learn right now. It is acceptable. Me. Let us think for just a moment. I know we're gonna want to change a... This is gonna have to be done. Should I send an event whenever I change directions? Like a delegate that I can call? So whenever the player changes directions, essentially... because I don't want to call this every tick, right? I don't want to flip it every tick. I only want to flip it when the player changes direction. I prefer code over blueprints, but both have their place. Yeah, same. I just feel like there's a lot more to do when I can just scroll here, type, and then click compile. On the other end, I got to save and do a bunch of other stuff. But I do like BP for a lot of other things. I do think it has its place, but I just haven't figured that out yet. Because you got to remember, guys, I used to use Unity a lot. So I'm more code-centric. So I'm trying to figure out when and where to use BPs. And I like Steve's suggestion. You know, if it's an event tick, it's something you should do in code. If it's not, then blueprints is acceptable. With that being said, though, this is something that'll happen that'll essentially check every tick and then send an event. I could possibly write it in here, make a custom event that gets called, and then we could flip the UV. But let's go ahead and see if the placement works. Looks like I have to put this up just a tad bit. I want to get this perfect before I go and make any other adjustments, because I won't see it otherwise. It's probably, you think this would go right here. Maybe it's up a little bit more because of the scale. That's the other issue, is that we have that scale. You know, honestly, I have the hard set scale for it on here, so maybe I should change it in here instead of having it user set. And that would make it so, you know, what I have at 250. Yeah. I mean, that does help a lot more. Why isn't it playing? Oh, that's why. obviously want that a little bit lower. Sorry guys, I'm just making micro adjustments here. Yes, why did you scale it? Because I wanted to do everything in code, but you know, now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably better that I do it here. You know, and when it works, it doesn't look too bad. Honestly, I might revert to a Niagara system because I would like to make the splash a little dependent on how fast the character is moving. Right now, it's not very visible because I'm using WASD to move around, but it would be, you'd see it if on the actual mobile game when I'm moving around. Let's see if I can actually do that. Set Y scale to negative. I'll probably have to. Oh man, I'm getting famished. But yeah, you can see here, like when I move this, one, we're gonna have to change the movement to fit, you know, how fast the character's walking. But you can really see the difference here than when I'm using WASD. It will flip the direction. So you're just saying, just change the Y value? Like if I come in here and I go negative. Sorry, that's the Z value. Duh. You're saying this. Oh man, I'm getting a little hungry. All right, let's figure this out really quick. Scale, the scale. Okay. Sorry, it has to be on the X. That still doesn't work. Yeah, I think we'll just have to flip the UV, which is fine because that's easily done like this. Right, like if I come in here and I say set Niagara or set parameter vector 2, right? And then if I were to go, you know, -1 here, and then, oh, my stomach is starting to hurt. Let me compile that. You were changing the location, yeah, I know. But what did I do? Oh. I don't know why I thought I got to puke all of a sudden. Oh, that's why this is 0. But yeah, you see, it's easy to flip. Obviously, we want to bring it down more, but it's easy to flip, and I could get this done easily now that we figured it out. But we just have to make it come in sync with the animation. Other than that, guys, I'm sorry, but I'm feeling a little throw-uppy, so I'm going to go throw up, and it's about 12:16. I am going to start trying to close these streams out a little bit earlier so I can focus on maybe being more engaging on the streams and getting work done off streams. We'll see how this all works out, but let me know what you guys like. after a week or so if you want me to be on for longer. Since I'm running now, I probably should eat in the morning because I haven't ate and I'm getting kind of sweaty. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna get off and probably go eat and throw up a little bit. I'll talk to y'all later. God bless. Jesus loves you. Okay, guys? Bye, everyone.